lovelies, let's start crafting. Make it till our eyes smile, I like to say. Today's video is part of Hispanic Heritage Month, hosted by my lovely friend Danielita AF, the crafty mixologist. Please check my description box for the link to the playlist so you may see all the wonderful Hispanic heritage DIYs all these lovely Latinas did for you. And tell them Miss KraftyLeeny sent you. Okay, we're going to begin by using this vase from the Dollar Tree and 2 tiny cups from the Dollar Tree. So now what I'm doing is I got these little fabrics and I just bought half a yard at Walmart, and I thought these were vibrant, beautiful colors to use. And I'm just going to measure around the jar, the vase, I call it a jar, sorry, but it's the vase. And then I'm just going to cut along so it fits where I can wrap it completely around. Now I'm using the gloss Mod Podge all over the outer side of my vase. So I am generous with the amount of Mod Podge I do use, and I just wrap it all around my material, all around right over that Mod Podge. I make sure it's nice and tight and sticks really nice. After I did that, I'm just going to go on the inside and I'm just going to tuck the top part right in there. After I put some Mod Podge and it'll stick really nice and it'll get kind of like a stiff where it's not going to go anywhere. I love it. So now I put a little, was generous, like I said, with my Mod Podge. I am generous with it. And I put it right on the inside where the rim is, where the material is folded over. I make sure I put quite a bit where the seam is. And then I just give it a good coat of the Mod Podge all the way around the vase. After it fully dries, it feels so nice, I'm telling you. I like it, and it's so beautiful and colorful already. I am going to now find the seam, and when I find the seam, all I'm going to do is get this trim that I got from Walmart. It's a ribbon trim. You can buy it as a spool, or you can have them cut it for you just for what you're going to use it for. Well, I just cut some just so I can wrap it on the edge top of my vase. And I absolutely love it. It reminds me of when my mom used to make my dresses. And she would put this kind of lace on my little sundresses or my little dresses. And I just absolutely love it. My mom would make us some little dresses for Cinco de Mayo. She always put braids and she always had ribbons in our hair, mine and my sister's hair. It was just a lot of memories came flowing on in seeing all this. In the Mexican culture, we do love to use many colors in our decor. We use a lot of different mixed flower patterns, and we like it to be really colorful. It's so joyful and beautiful. So now I'm adding these really beautiful pink. They have little like puff balls on them. And it's so pretty. And I also got this during Valentine's in February. I got this at Walmart for a very good deal. But you know what? They still carry this there at Walmart. I have seen it. So if you like this one, you can find it. But if you don't want to add this, you want to add a ribbon or flowers, little like silky rosettes around, you can. And all I did was just glue it right to the top above that other lace. So pretty. So now what I'm going to do is I got some tissue paper, and I got this also at the Dollar Tree, and I'm just going to fold it right in half, one sheet, and I'm going to fold it in half, and then I turn it to the side, fold another half, and then I'm going to fold it one more time, and then I'm going to twist it over again and fold it in half again. until we have some squares. After we have our squares, we're going to cut them, and we want individual squares. It doesn't have to be exactly perfect. I love making these. Again, I used to make these when I was a little girl with my mom. We would do things and make these for weddings, or we make them for parties. You know, we have them, and they're just so much fun. I've done them for my first grandson's baby shower, and you can mix colors. You can use the same colors if you like. I love using the paper flowers. So festive. So after you fold it in accordion, I use 6 to 7 sheets of the little squares. And as you can tell, I just folded it into an accordion. And then I cut both little ends in the middle, like just little snips, real tiny. And then I added either you can use a pipe cleaner, floral wire, string. And then you tie it really tight in the middle. And then after you do that, all I did was curve the sides. I just kind of made it a rounded shape on each end. And then after I did that, now I'm fluffing. It is so easy to make, but you know, it does take time. I know I sped it up, but it does take time because it's tissue paper. But if you rip a few of them, don't worry, because it's so beautiful you can't even tell, and they just come out gorgeous. So fun. When I had my grandson's baby shower, let me tell you, I had to do 500 of those flowers. I did 500. Yes. It wasn't on my own. I did have my daughter help me, and I did have my niece help me, and my daughter-in-law. But we did 500. We had boxes and boxes of flowers by the time we were done. But it was worth it. The baby shower turned out so beautiful. So you see me make another one. I added 7 sheets. I just snipped the middle part really lightly in little snips. Now I'm using a pipe cleaner, not a floral wire. And now what I'm doing is I just added in the middle, snipped the sides, curved them around. And then now I'm opening them up. And if it looks uneven, that is okay, because after you fluff it up, you're able to go back and just trim it to the way you're happy with it and your eyes are smiling. Remember, make it till your eyes smile. That's what's important. So when I'm doing this, I seen that, okay, there was some pieces, like I ripped even a piece off right there. Don't worry, it still comes out beautiful. And then you just give it a really cute trim. And then I wrap the pipe cleaner around my chopstick. You can use chopsticks or a stem from an old flower, whatever you have, what you want to use. And then I just glued the middle of 2 of them together. You can add 3, or you can add 2, or even just 1. They're so cute and pretty. Now I got a styrofoam ball, and I just threw it right in there. And I put my flower inside there, and just so it stays where I want it to in there. And as you can tell, I made 2 other flowers. I made a bright pink one and a beautiful red one. I added a satin orange bow in the middle that I got from the Dollar Tree, the ribbon, and I just put it in the center of my vase. So now what I'm doing is I grabbed a piece of raffia, also from the Dollar Tree, and these beads are also from the Dollar Tree. Everything's from the Dollar Tree. So now what I'm doing is I'm just going to add them. Be careful, because some of them aren't, I've noticed some of them aren't fully, the holes aren't fully open. So some of them I was putting them in, and some of them I wasn't. But I ended up just doing what I could. I just grabbed them and put them. I wanted it to be colorful. There was no matching. I didn't go in any color form. I was just putting beads on. And then I wrapped it, and I did like 2 to 3 knots on one end. So pretty. Don't forget, we want it to be everything colorful. I am going to use this in October and November because I do make an altar for my loved ones in remembrance of my loved ones. For yes, Dia de los Muertos, I do make my altar. And I'm going to use what I'm making here today for you. I'm going to be using this on my altar this year. So I want it to be very colorful. So now the tassel, all I did was just wrap the rest of it and wrapped it all around. And then I got a piece of the raffia, another piece, and then just wrapped it around the top. I tied it in a knot, and then I glued it also so it stays really nice. It doesn't unravel. And then I just, like I did the bottoms of the tassel, I wanted them to be open, so I just trimmed them up. But I want it to look, you know, isn't that cute? It's so beautiful. I just absolutely love this beads. And then I did the top where I did the knot. All I did was just fold it over, put some glue inside that bead, and then I tuck the leftover in there inside that bead really tight with the knot. And that's how I do it. It seems to really stay for me when I do this. And that was done. So I was really excited with those beads. Yes, I was. So now I'm getting some more of that raffia. Is it raffia or raffia? And I just put it on the inside to fill up inside my vase. And then I put the beads inside, you know, through the stick. Or the stick through the beads top. And have it hang from my flowers. Yeah, I know. I can't talk. What can I tell you? So now what I'm doing is I'm going to do almost this. I'm doing the same process with the material to the smaller jars. I'm just going to, again, wrap it, measure it, make sure that it fits nice and around. And then after I do that, I'm going to trim that excess material off. And then I'm just going to put some Mod Podge all over the outer side of this vase also. It's really a drinking glass from the Dollar Tree. And it has these really pretty rims. I mean, like little lines inside. But I thought they were perfect because I liked how they were thick and they were heavy. So now again, like I said, I am like, look, very generous with my Mod Podge, right? And I put it on one side quite a bit. And now I'm going to add my material. Once it's dry, I go around with my scissors, and if it's a little bit long on these, don't worry. All you do is go around with your scissors and just cut where you want to trim on the top of the edges. And then I just put another coat of my Mod Podge on the top of the material. And then I let it dry again. So now as that one's drying, I'm just going to go and do my second little cup jar. Cup jar, cup vase, you know what I'm saying. So now what I'm doing is I'm going to do the same thing. I'm not going to torture you and show me me doing that, but you know what I did already. So now I'm getting this ribbon that I got from the Dollar Tree. It's beautiful. This orange is gorgeous. It's so bright and fun. I love it. And I'm just going to wrap it right around the top rim of my vase. I'm going to call it my vase now. And then I trim and I glued it all the way around. And I'm going to get that same pink because I want it to be a matching theme. What is great is, like I said, I was going to use this on my Dia de los Muertos altar. But now I think I'm going to keep them out all year because I think they are absolutely gorgeous the way they turned out. Love it. And I just go around it twice. I went once, and then where the seam is, start, and then I go right above the other pink, and then I'm just going around gluing. So I have the orange and then the 2 rows of the pink ribbon. And there it is. Isn't that pretty? Oh my goodness. So pretty. And see, you just go around and you trim it just to the way you want it to feel. So now I'm getting another piece of that raffia. And yes, it's going to be kind of like what we did the first time making the beads strand, but I triple knot it. I made a knot 3 times. And now what I'm doing is adding some beads. And I'm not caring about how I put them or the colors. I just wanted them to be very colorful and vibrant and fun. I did glue it to the top. So how I did that when I tied the knot, I turned my cup upside down after I put glue on the top of the rim, turned it upside down. I put the beads right through and it glued right there to the evenly to the bottom when it was upside down. You know what I'm saying. So now I have those 2 done, and now I'm going to get one of these little styrofoam blocks that I got from Dollar Tree, and I'm just going to cut it in half. I cut it in half, and then I cut it right straight down the middle again, and they fit perfectly inside these little vases. And all these little beautiful succulents, because yes, in my heritage, in my Mexican heritage, we do have a lot of succulents, and we do place succulents on our altars. So this is why I decided to put all my beautiful succulents. And these I did get from the Dollar Tree. They have beautiful assortments. And I'm guaranteeing you know what, when you see them in person even, they look real. So I was very pleased with the way these turned out. So now you just put it right inside those styrofoams, inside your jars, the way you want. If you don't want to use succulents, use flowers. You can use flowers, greenery, whatever you like. Or you could even put real succulents in there. Or a candle, and you still can use a candle. A battery lit candle would be nice in there, and it'll glow so pretty. Now these river rocks, I do get these at the Dollar Tree, and I just keep a bag full of them. And I got my painter's pen from Walmart and in the white, and I just wanted to put little things. I put love on one, a cross on the other, remember on one. I put a heart, and I put joy because my loved ones brought me joy in my life. And since this is going on my altar, my Day of the Dead altar, I put little things on there, messages. You can put whatever you want. You can put names of your loved ones, dates of birth dates. You can put, like I did, love and hope and just things like that in there. And then after I put those in there, I put some more river rocks. You can label all of them, or you can just do what I did. I put a few in there, and then I just put some more river rocks. And it just, to me, gave it a special look for me and a feel. So now, it's just another way, I go back to that, just another way for remembering your loved ones. Now, these little jars, excuse me, I got these from Target, and you get 3 in a pack. I love these little clay pots, and I got my different color paint pens, and you know what? You have at it. You don't have to copy. You can do what I do, or you can just decorate your own. They are so much fun. And you do it colorful. I mean, in my heritage, we use a lot of pottery, and we make them colorful. If you ever look at the pottery painting, it's just, they paint from the heart. And that's what you do when you decorate your little potteries. You decorate from your heart. Make it colorful, make it beautiful, and have fun. So, of course, I love the color purple and violet, so I had to do that. And I added some pinks and purples and oranges and greens. I did not have a yellow pen. I should have gotten one because I do love the color yellow also. But I added every color I had. I just decorated my pottery and I just put whatever I wanted around. This is quick, easy. I mean, this to decorate is just so much fun with these vibrant colors. Again, you can use it for your altar for your Day of the Dead, or you can use it for just regular decor, fiesta parties, Cinco de Mayo. You can use for so many things. Beautiful. I do add, when I'm done with this, I do add a cute little cactus flower in there in some greenery. I added in my little pottery. Make sure you cover all your pins. I wasn't covering all my pins and I was like, oh no, they're going to dry. So make sure you close them so they all don't dry out. Some of these pins I did get at Walmart and some of them I also got at the Dollar Tree. And I love using paint pins for things like this. The top, I just mixed some colors together. I did some pink, some purple, and now some orange. And I just get my finger and dab it so they mix together. And there you have it. Is that not beautiful? Oh, I absolutely love my little pottery vase. And now here is your final look. I hope you enjoyed what I made today. Don't forget to check the playlist out in my description box. And thank you, Danielita AF, for hosting this wonderful event. Thank you, lovelies, for visiting me today. If you're new, please subscribe. I'd love for you to be part of my KraftyLeeny World family. And click that bell so it'll notify you every time I upload a new video. I do every Tuesday, Leeny's Shabby Tuesday, for some shabby beautiful. Till next time, lovelies, it was my pleasure crafting with you. Hugs, kisses, and fairy dust wishes. Be kind yourself and others.